The Casts of Pompeii by Laura Jenkinson-Brown, Greek Myth Comix, with
historical consultant Dr. Sophie Hay.
On August or October 24th, AD 79, the eruption of Vesuvius covered the city of Pompeii in meters of pumice, not lava. And the pyroclastic flows of superheated gases that ended the lives of survivors brought ash. The bodies of the deceased were covered in ash from the pyroclastic flow, which hardened over time into a layer of rock. February 3rd, 1863. The first human cast is made. The tissue and clothes have rotted away, leaving their impression in the rock, the hardened ash.
There is another void here, Direttore.
Try your feeling it with the gesso this time.
Giuseppe Fiorelli is director of the site of Pompeii. It is after him that this technique will be named. Gesso, plaster of Paris and a binder like glue to make it strong, was poured into the void and left for a few days to harden. Note, if not obvious and removed beforehand, the skeleton and any objects like jewellery were now also encased in gesso. The cast was now carefully exhumed. The rock, hardened ash, was stripped away to reveal the cast which has been formed by the gesso in the cavity. Until now, they did not know what form they would unearth.
I think this is a man. He's tall. Maybe a soldier?
A total guess. Note, stripping away the rock also sadly destroys the impressions made in it by the victim's body and clothing. The casts showed the facial features and clothing of the deceased. They were given speculative names and have been on display to educate the public ever since. By the 1970s, there were nearly 60 casts. Now there are over 100.
So, it looks as though we have an adult male, probably 25 to 30 years old, who has traces of a heavy fabric covering his torso, and I think I can just make out part of his leather sandals. Probably not a soldier.
Recently, it has been possible to create scans of the casts using CT scanners and portable digital X-ray machines, allowing the bones, jewellery and other contents to be able to finally be seen, to teach us more about the lives of the people of Pompeii.